we will return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Leslie Howard.
There was one thing that Jenny Cagle didn't look forward to about her dental cleanings.
Just the constant scraping all the time with those tools. Oh, brings back bad memories.
But then her dentist gave her some very comforting advice.
My dentist and hygienist both recommended Crest Tartar Control.
To get your teeth free of ugly tartar, a dentist or hygienist must scrape it off. But to help keep teeth tartar-free between cleanings and fight cavities with fluoride, more dentists recommend Tartar Control Crest.
It does take care of the tartar. With a Tartar Control Crest, I feel like I've just had my teeth cleaned. I really do.
Help keep your teeth tartar-free with the dentist's choice, Tartar Control Crest.
I don't dread going to the dentist anymore.
When your sore throat is slow torture, Chloroseptic Spray is fast relief. How fast? So fast, she'll feel relief even before we can finish this commercial.
Tonight, this place will be filled. People will be watching movies and not watching what they're eating. Pretty soon, it'll come back to haunt them.
My tummy hurts.
Mine too. That chili dog.
Don't worry, we've got Pepto at home.
Pepto-Bismol. As it coats, it soothes heartburn and upset stomach, as well as diarrhea.
I thought we left the monster back at the movies.
It's only me.
Pepto-Bismol, the one that coats, is the only one you need.
Crisco oil tastes so light, it doesn't hide the flavor of your fish. It sets it free.
Remarkably light, ooh, delightfully light. Ah, fries up so nice and light. Crisco oil so light, it sets the flavor free.
Today's Crisco oil is remarkably clear, remarkably light, so you taste your fish, not our oil. And there's no cholesterol.
Deliciously, Crisco oil so light, it sets the flavor free.
If life's everyday pressures press you into taking a pill or a drink, don't. Take a walk instead or a nap. Life's pressures only clear up with a clear head. Stop the madness.
We now return to Vivian Lee and Olivia de Havilland in Gone with the Wind.
I'm 80 years old, and I love Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Brave adults are coming forward to challenge the notion that Frosted Flakes is just a kid's cereal.
I eat them, I love them, and I don't care who knows.
With that extra crunch and milk, that frosting just right, they have a taste adults can love every bit as much as kids.
Go ahead, Shirley, you can do it.
I love them, thank you.
Oh, what more can you say? Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
I love our modern advances. Remember those antiperspirants we used to use? That went on wet, sticky. Then came Real, the advanced antiperspirant system. The top is soft. The antiperspirant is smooth, yet totally dry. Not a drop of water. You smooth it on. The perfect solution. The real solution. It feels out of this world.
The future is Real. The advanced antiperspirant system you smooth on. Real antiperspirant.
By Nanan.
Presenting 14 savory flavors to shake your craving for salt. Mrs. Dash, 14 herbs and spices so vegetables snap, chicken sizzles. No bitter taste of salt substitutes. Mrs. Dash, instead of salt.
X-Lax presents some gentle guarantees. The warm sun, the morning air, the peace of mind that comes from X-Lax. Taken at bedtime, it's guaranteed to work gently by 8 a.m. or your money back. X-Lax, it's guaranteed.
Hello, soft skin. Bye-bye dry. Hello, smooth skin. Bye-bye dry. Time to say bye-bye to the soaps that dry. Say hello to Formula Tone.
New Formula Tone beats the leading beauty soap for leaving your skin feeling soft and smooth.
And now that Tone has even more moisturizing cocoa butter, no wonder women prefer it.
Time to say bye-bye to those soaps that dry. Hello, soft. Hello, smooth.
Hello, Tone.
We will return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Leslie Howard.
Good evening. Here's what we're working on tonight at News 8. Promising no hard rock or heavy metal, the developers of a proposed outdoor music amphitheater are taking their first step tonight to develop this land near 86th Street and I-465 on the west side of the city. Liz Daly tells you what Sunshine Promotion Strategy is all about. Governor Orr tonight urged state lawmakers to improve schools to prevent what he calls an economic disaster in the future. We'll get reaction to his State of the State address. And the Pacers take on the 76ers at Market Square Arena. We'll have all those stories, plus Dan finds out how long the warm weather lasts. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock on News 8.
This is CBS.
Being the health scene reporter for News 8 is a big responsibility. I want to make sure that every piece of information I report is stated clearly and accurately, because I have an obligation to you and the only body you'll ever have. So while other stations give you the latest medical headlines, at News 8 we feel all the facts are significant, because when it comes to your health, there is no substitute.
If you made hamburger patties the way most places make hamburger patties, you'd discover your thick, meaty burgers were suddenly dry, flat, and lifeless. So at Hardee's, we developed a way to make our patties gently, so they cook up thicker, full of natural juices. It's a complicated machine, but we can give you an idea of the principle it's based on. The new quarter-pound burgers from Hardee's, a little closer to home.
The People's Court. Weekdays at 5:30.
We now return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee.
Well, with the Super Bowl coming up, you will want to be sure to stock up on the Bartles & James Premium Wine Cooler. It is the perfect beverage for watching all sports activities. Also, as any sport is more fun the more you know about it, Ed has prepared some handy tips. The things you hit with the ball are called pins. When you knock them all down, it is called a strike. If it takes 2 balls, it is called a spare. Ed hopes these tips will help you enjoy the Super Bowl, and we thank you for your support.
Come with me. Come see something beautiful. Ultress, Clairol's newest, the only permanent hair color with a gel colorant. Colors are soft, luminous. Look at them. Even Europe never made shades more beautiful. Delicate blondes, not brassy. Subtle browns, black, reds. Only Ultress has extra conditioner. Hair feels soft, wonderful. Be the best you've ever been.
With gel formula Ultress by Clairol.
You Americans are blessed with life's little comforts. My quest for the world's great chicken dishes requires a sense of balance and my British passport. Your passport, however, is Tyson chicken entrees, delicious international meals like Tyson chicken oriental, an exotic delight. And Tyson prepares chicken in so many delicious ways. Tyson is the only passport you need for a world of great tastes. I think I've got it.
It's Friday, the weekend's just begun, and M&M's chocolate candy's a part of the fun. When you're hanging out anywhere in your hometown, all the world loves M&M's. They're a weekend world of fun for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
We will return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Leslie Howard.
Martin Sheen makes weapons. Annie Potts is out to stop them.
I withdraw my consent to the murder of my children.
My dissident mom.
Thursday, Margot Kidder and James Reed are pros at con games.
Get down!
They're playing the shell game your mother warned you about. Jump.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather be shot.
Then nothing can stop Rick and AJ.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. When a gang from the past
Not a sound, copper.
goes on one last job, Simon and Simon, and
You're not looking forward to my mother coming here. This is quite an adventure, man. Cheating turned you on, Gary.
What is going on here?
find out on Knots Landing, Thursday on CBS.
I'm Rear Admiral Richard Caroni, Superintendent of the United States Coast Guard Academy. The idea of a one-man presidency was opposed by delegates who feared that such a concentration of power would result in monarchy. One faction proposed dividing the presidency among 3 men representing the northern, middle, and southern states. But fears of monarchy were dispelled by the supreme confidence in the man who was favored to become our first president, George Washington, whose many virtues included the fact that he had no male heirs. We, the people, are celebrating the 200th year of our Constitution.
Oh, this awful cold, congestion, aches, sneezing, coughing. What should I take?
Comtrex, that's all. Nothing else. Unlike these, Comtrex relieves more cold symptoms.
I feel a lot better now.
Comtrex, that's all. Nothing else.
This is CBS.
I've been called a pizza freak. Ridiculous. I'm a real pizza freak. Only eat Noble Roman's pizza. Real fresh ingredients. None of that artificial or frozen stuff. Hey, is that lunch or dinner? Break time!
Get any Noble Roman's real pan pizza for $2 off a medium, $3 off a large. Really. Noble Roman's, real pizza for real pizza freaks.
Snack time.
Oh! Reaction to the State of the State address tonight at 11 o'clock.
We now return to Gone with the Wind. We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
Raisin Nut Bran.
Took the wrinkles out of raisins and the blah out of bran.
Hey, my raisin's got nuts on it.
Look at my bloody tail. Raisins plump and juicy and rolled them with nuts. They said we couldn't do it, but
Nut-covered raisins. So that's why it's better.
People like Raisin Nut Bran better than ordinary Raisin Brans because our raisins aren't ordinary. They're plump, tender, and the wrinkles are filled with nuts.
they took the wrinkles out of raisins and the blah out of bran.
Raisin Nut Bran.
I've got a secret I want to share with you. It's the Alliance hatchback from Renault. It has yet to be discovered, so I'm going to be its agent. What the heck, it's good looking, it's a great performer. Fuel injected, front wheel drive, pedestal bucket seats. The darn thing is a winner. And since the Alliance hatchback hasn't been established yet, it's willing to work cheap.
Hey, chicken, how you feeling? Look, I brought you something to make you feel better. It's a great get-well gift from FTD. Comes in this reusable chicken soup bowl. Oops. Send the FTD chicken soup bowl bouquet.
Michael Fogarty is having an asthma attack. He can't blow out this simple match. For occasional attacks, try Primatene Mist. In as fast as 15 seconds, Primatene restores free breathing. Primatene Mist, the fastest type relief known.
Ah, draft beer. It's always been the smoothest, freshest beer around, poured straight from the tap. And now there's a true draft beer in a bottle. Miller Genuine Draft. It's not heat pasteurized like most bottled beers. It's cold filtered for real draft smoothness. Ask for Miller Genuine Draft, the Miller with the black label. It's beer at its best.
We now return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Olivia de Havilland.
You know you love it. So do it.
Turn on the juice, let it flow. Turn on the juice, let it go. Orange juice when you're rocking, orange juice when
on to 100% pure orange juice with Florida's seal of approval. It's juice packed to standards even higher than the federal government's.
Turn it on! Turn on the juice! Turn on the juice!
For all it's worth.
Only one cold tablet can say it relieved my stuffy nose in space. Only Actifed.
Only one cold tablet can say it relieved my sneezing in space. Only Actifed.
Only Actifed has been on every manned U.S. space flight since Apollo 7. It comes to you full strength without a prescription. Only Actifed is the cold tablet most recommended by doctors.
Only one cold tablet can say all that.
Only Actifed.
Fuji Videotape presents famous hellos and goodbyes.
Don't you love the way people say hello and goodbye on TV?
Girls, hello, girls.
My dear guests, I am your host. Welcome to... Oh, until next week it commences. No. Hello, Chief. Here's looking at you, kid. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Replay your favorite hellos and goodbyes on Fuji Videotape and put the good stuff on the good stuff.
This week in the National Enquirer, it's America at its most lovey-dovey as Tina Turner flips for a guy young enough to be her son. It's America at its most Splitsville with the surprising reasons Lee Iacocca filed for divorce after 8 months. It's America at its most artificial as a study shows that artificial sweetener users can actually gain weight. It's America at its most honest as a mailman finds $30,000 in gold and returns it.
The National Enquirer, yes, America at its best.
Run out and buy the Enquirer now.
We will return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Leslie Howard.
Wednesday on CBS.
I'm looking for the man who killed Maxfield.
You two-bit gumshoe.
I loved Willie.
Laughed away all the way to the gas chamber, wise guy.
I could make all your dreams come true.
I'm not playing, Mr. Magnum. Something about this business stinks.
Join us for a very special all-new episode of Magnum P.I. Then...
Whatever's happening, it's big.
I'm going to set a price on this game that even Robert McCall will be unwilling to pay.
Will you help me?
Let's just try and keep you alive.
The Equalizer, Wednesday.
On the morning program tomorrow, Jane Smith, mother of Samantha Smith, the little girl who went to Russia and won the hearts of the world.
That's the dangers of passive smoking. And Henny Youngman.
Please.
This is CBS.
The brown bag lunch has been with us since the dawn of civilization. Through the ages, man has made improvements in the bag. Still, the contents often left much to be desired. But now, Hardee's rewrites brown bag history. Introducing Hardee's Brown Bag Special. A quarter-pound cheeseburger, regular fries, medium Coke, and a big cookie for only $2.49. It's a full meal at just $2.49. After all these years, Hardee's has made the brown bags special because we're out to win you over.
Value City Furniture's warehouse is full. Our showroom aisles are packed with hundreds of top-quality name-brand home furnishings, and new shipments are arriving daily. That's why our president has ordered a company-wide multi-million-dollar inventory reduction sale. Millions of dollars of the finest living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and recliners must be sold at 25 to 70% off savings. Now's the time to buy furniture. Now's the time to save up to 70% during Value City Furniture's multi-million-dollar inventory reduction sale.
Pacers and 76ers, the highlights are at 11.
Now return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee. We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
Around here, raisins are big business. So when Kellogg started putting 2 scoops of raisins in the Raisin Bran, I knew we had problems. It's simple. The law of raisins. You put 2 scoops in each box. You sell more boxes. Bam! Raisin shortage. I respect Kellogg's, but that's a lot of raisins. You know what I tell people? You got a backyard? Plant raisins. Fiber-rich Kellogg's Raisin Bran. 2 scoops is a lot of raisins.
You can't get better than these Nestle Toll House cookies.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to eat plates of these. Some things never change.
Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. Everything should be this good.
So these are Tyson chicken chunks. Golden crispy outside.
100% tender chicken inside. Mmm, delicious.
Tyson Chicken Chunks. Great tasting chicken in a bite-sized chunk.
Everyone knows how great Triaminic is for kids. It's true. I give it to my kids whenever they've got a cold. My pediatrician recommended it for little Eddie here, and look at him now. So this kid takes it too.
For generations, Triaminic has been making cough and cold medicine to treat just the symptoms you have. That's why Triaminic liquids have been recommended by pediatricians for years.
This family always does what our pediatrician says. Triaminic. Exactly what you need for your family.
If you're interested in earning more than a paycheck, the Century 21 system announces a week of opportunity. Mark your calendar now for career sessions. Find out why we're number one, the best-known professionals in the business. Find out about our career track training, one of the most comprehensive programs in real estate. Call the Century 21 office nearest you and make a date with your future.
What number one to wait for you? Century 21.
Don't miss the Century 21 Career Opportunity Week, now through January 18th.
We now return to Gone with the Wind.
How's your cold?
Worse.
Well, I brought you some Tylenol.
I don't have a headache. I have a cold.
No, Tylenol is the cold medicine from the people who make Tylenol products. It relieve your sneezing and your coughing.
My runny nose. My aches and pain.
It's from the makers of Tylenol. So you take the Tylenol, and I'll make dinner. Oh, feeling better?
Tylenol worked. Let's go out to dinner.
Yeah, Tylenol, the one for all your cold symptoms.
In 15 seconds, can you tell which nail is wet and which one is dry? This one or this one? Can't tell, can you?
CoverGirl Nail Slicks. Color that looks wet, even when it's dry.
Imagine your skin with a clean so deep, it tingles, and a radiance so alive, it glows. Medicated Noxzema Skin Cream. It's the only clean of its kind.
I'm about to offend a lot of steak lovers by covering this beautiful sirloin with ketchup. You wouldn't do that, right? Yet you'd pour ketchup on a burger. And isn't that chopped steak? Try A1 steak sauce on your burger instead of ketchup. Its herbs and spices bring out the natural flavor of steaks. It makes hamburgers taste like steak burgers. So don't cover it. Discover it with A1. And save the ketchup for your fries.
Almonds. Want to know who gives you more of them? The new Mars bar. More big, beautiful almonds than any other popular chocolate bar. Rich chocolate, buttery caramel, and now more almonds than ever. One great little reward just got a little greater.
We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
Thursday, meet two old pros at Con Games.
Get down!
They're playing the shell game your mother warned you about.
Jump.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather be shot.
4 generations have hung on here through locusts, drought, Comanches. I bet they thought about leaving, but they didn't.
To save his land, a farmer is forced to battle the man who betrayed him.
And just stay away from the rest of my customers. You got it? Don't get in my way.
Earl Holliman and Wayne Rogers fight for control of an American harvest. Friday.
Americans, we know who we are. And when it comes to news, we know who we trust. Dan Rather, weeknights on the CBS Evening News.
Good evening from CBS News. This is Newsbreak. In a major victory for working women, the Supreme Court ruled that a state government can require an employer to grant maternity leave of up to 4 months to a pregnant employee, even if that company does not provide any other type of disability leave to its workers. A hotel worker in Puerto Rico was charged with arson and 96 counts of murder today for setting the New Year's Eve fire at San Juan's DuPont Plaza Hotel. Teamster Hector Escudero Aponte reportedly confessed to starting the blaze that trapped hundreds of people for hours. Authorities say at least one more arrest is expected. A New York judge dealt stiff sentences to 3 top mafia bosses today: Anthony Fat Tony Salerno, Carmine Jr. Persico, and Anthony Tony Dux Corallo were ordered to serve 100 years in prison for belonging to a mob commission that had ordered gangland rubouts, among other things, since the day of Prohibition. A French journalist was kidnapped in Beirut today. 31-year-old Rosé Oak was abducted after he had photographed British church envoy Terry Waite, who is in Lebanon seeking the release of other kidnapped victims. Now this.
It is not visible to the naked eye. Many pretend it doesn't exist, but plaque is there, and Listerine fights it like it fights bad breath. Listerine reduces plaque by up to 50% over brushing alone for better oral hygiene.
AT&T has ordered pregnant women off production lines that turn out microchips after a study found a high miscarriage rate among workers in certain ship-making jobs. No direct cause is revealed in the study, but it also lists a number of other physical problems observed in workers of both sexes. The Internal Revenue Service has come up with a way to help you pay your taxes in case you forget. The IRS says if someone fails to file a return, its computer will file it for them and send out a bill. If the tax remains unpaid, the IRS says it will dock wages, bank accounts, or other assets. Bill Curtis, CBS News, Chicago.
This is CBS.
In the land of Dairy Queen.
Come on in for our hamburger full meal deal. Only $1.69. Everything you want in a complete meal. A thick, juicy, tender home-style burger that looks, cooks, and tastes like homemade. Crisp, golden fries, your favorite soft drink, and a creamy, smooth 5-ounce Dairy Queen sundae. The hamburger full meal deal. Now only $1.69 at Dairy Queen.
We treat you right.
News 8, we give you our best. That's why we are the best.
The Central Indiana Regional Blood Center encourages you to donate blood. Call 926-2381 or your nearest blood center.
Mild tomorrow, and then look out. Details at 11.
We now return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Clark Gable. We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
Your days go by fast. Your work never seems to end.
That's why we stand behind every Whirlpool appliance with our 24-hour Cool Line telephone service to help with problems or questions, and our national network of authorized tech care service outlets. Whirlpool, quality appliances.
We're making your world a little easier. Whirlpool makes it easier for you. Whirlpool.
Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree.
Carefree's got such a great fresh taste. Why would anyone chew gum with all that sugar?
As our 100th birthday approaches, Del Monte is saying thanks, America, with special values, like these classic canisters. So hurry to your store. Times have changed, but our values haven't. Del Monte, we grow values.
From the time I get up in the morning, it's a race with the clock. So I don't have time to slow down for a cold, much less a cold medicine that makes me drowsy. That's why I count on Sudafed for fast relief without feeling drowsy.
Sudafed starts to relieve a stuffy nose and clogged sinuses in as quick as 22 minutes without drowsiness. Just 22 minutes, and you can get on with your day. Sudafed, the fast-acting cold medicine
That won't slow you down.
We call her the baby from another planet. When she looks at me, she goes, Maga?
Since AT&T lowered long-distance prices 30%, it costs even less to call someone you love.
Well, she'll talk if Tom sings to her.
Oh, my baby.
On weekends, you can call all across the country and visit 20 minutes for just $3.52 or less.
Talk to Grandma.
Nicky! Did you hear that? No, she said goobla. Goobla.
We now return to Gone with the Wind.
Everybody knows how to do that kick. Health kick. Yeah. The goodness of milk is a real health kick. Health kick. Yeah, milk. You pour a glass of milk real tall, getting calcium and vitamins and loving it all. Looking good. Come on, everybody, milk that kick. Health kick. Do that kick. Come on, everybody, do that kick. America's favorite health kick. Milk.
Today's highly improved copper top battery, compared to the ones we made just 2 years ago, it'll last up to 30% longer. Today's Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
Stop squirming. Sucret spray will take care of your sore throat. Trust me.
For relief of sore throat pain, Sucrets lasts twice as long as the other leading brand.
Maximum strength Sucret spray lasts twice as long.
To those people who haven't yet said bye-bye basics, hello, Nissan Sentra, who haven't experienced the longer, wider, roomier Sentra, who haven't known the superior fit and finish of Sentra. To those people who bought basic when they could have bought a new 1987 Sentra, Nissan would like to say, relax, we've got one waiting for you. The quality and value is Sentra. The name is Nissan.
Suspense has always been a big part of my life. For instance, when I get home and want a snack, I never know which Little Debbie snack cake I'm going to snack.
Great taste, great variety, great value, too. Little Debbie has a snack for you.
Believe me, if it weren't for Little Debbie, snacking would be for the birds.
We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
Martin Sheen makes weapons. Annie Potts is out to stop them.
I withdraw my consent to the murder of my children.
My dissident mom.
Saturday, Bonnie Franklin is Sister Margaret.
I want the empty building down the street for a halfway house.
A no-nonsense nun taking a long shot to keep female cons out of the slam. And with Sister Margaret and the Saturday Night Ladies, the odds might be even. Then a reporter decides to have
our first baby.
But he forgets to tell one person.
Michael! This whole town is rooting for you guys.
Go at it like wild animals in heat.
Margaret Colin and Tim Matheson in Warm Hearts, Cold Feet, Sunday.
This is CBS.
Years ago, mothers who cared gave their children the one laxative specially made gentle for children, Fletcher's Castoria. And today, mothers who care still prefer natural, good-tasting Fletcher's Castoria.
When you heard turn on the heat, there's no beating deep heating. For soothing warmth, penetrating relief of minor arthritis, pain, and stiffness, turn on the heat. Mentholatum Deep Heating Rub. There's no beating deep heating.
You're tuned to Wish TV Indianapolis.
Good evening. It's about 40 minutes till news time now. And could this field in Pike Township be the site of that proposed amphitheater, the one rejected twice by the Westfield Zoning Board? We'll tell you about the latest plans for the amphitheater tonight at 11 o'clock. Also at 11, Governor Orr justifies his call for higher taxes in a longer school year. We'll have highlights of his State of the State address and reaction to it. And today's sun and warmer temperatures have taken their toll on the city's snow sculptures. But at 11 o'clock this evening, we'll show you one that's what's left of the most ambitious projects in town. Join us in about 40 minutes. See you then.
Now Taco Bell has a great deal for everyone who's put in a tough year. A double beef burrito supreme and a medium Pepsi for just $1.99.
Short beats, cookies, and milk.
Yeah!
We now return to Gone with the Wind. We will return to Vivian Lee and Clark Gable in Gone with the Wind.
To avoid causing a Big Mac attack, that craving that makes you drop everything for a Big Mac, McDonald's has calculated a safe viewing distance, 23 feet. That's how far I'm holding this hot, delicious Big Mac from the camera. Don't get closer to 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Can I eat it now? No. Another figure to remember is 27 seconds. That's the longest anyone can fight off a Big Mac attack. Lunch break.
It's time for a really different mascara. Introducing new Fresh Lash by Maybelline, the non-stop mascara for lashes that go non-stop around the clock. New Fresh Lash, richer than ever with a waterproof formula that lives up to its promise. Fresh Lash won't flake, smear, or disappear. New Fresh Lash is here. Dive right in. It's truly waterproof, so it stays on till you want it off. New Fresh Lash, the non-stop, truly waterproof mascara by Maybelline.
Hey guys, what's that?
Tropical fruit.
It's in the news?
She means tropical fruit.
Looks good.
It's raining raisins, pineapple.
Coconut and papaya.
Must be a rainstorm from Hawaii.
Hey, it's Del Monte Fruit Snacks.
Yeah, the raining fruit snack.
Del Monte, we grow great snacks.
If you've got a taste for something exciting, which drink has the right blend of flavor and nutrition?
Del Monte, pineapple mandarin.
Del Monte Pineapple Blends. It's the sensible alternative. We grow refreshment.
I raced over 1,000 miles of frozen wilderness to win the Alaskan Iditarod sled dog race. When I'm on the trail, I've got to really travel light. My dogs and everything else I took along with me had to really work, like Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. It helped clear up my head, my runny nose, and ease my aches and pains. I can't afford to let a winter cold slow me down, so I use Alka-Seltzer Plus. All right, gang, let's go.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds.
And now, the conclusion of Gone with the Wind.
Staying fit takes 2 kinds of exercise. Exercise for your outside and exercise for your inside with Kellogg's Bran Flakes. Kellogg's Bran Flakes are loaded with fiber to exercise your insides as only fiber can. Plus, Kellogg's is the only Bran Flakes that gives you a full day's supply of iron in each delicious bowlful. So if you plan to stay fit, don't just go halfway. Get Kellogg's Bran Flakes. They help keep you fit inside.
Gina!
Gina!
There's nothing like coming home to the homemade taste of spaghetti with delicious ragu sauce.
Miss me?
It's delicious.
It's great to be home.
Ragu spaghetti sauce, that's Italian.
Mommy can't get Chris a softer, safer swab than Q-tips. Because Q-tips has 50% more cotton at the tip. Isn't that a good feeling?
Q-tips, a swab by any other name, just isn't the same.
Thursday, Margot Kidder and James Reed are pros at con games.
Get down!
They're playing the shell game your mother warned you about.
Jump.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather be shot.
Then, nothing can stop Rick and AJ.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
When a gang from the past
Not a sound, Copper.
goes on one last job, Simon and Simon, and
You're not looking forward to my mother coming here. This is quite an adventure, man. Cheating turned you on, Gary.
What is going on here?
find out on Knots Landing, Thursday on CBS. In the coming months, let CBS be your ticket to the movies. In a land of richness and bounty, one man is forced to harvest the fields of others to save his way of life.
You already owe us. I got no crop, I got no income, and I got no choice.
But in order to survive, he must battle the brother-in-law who betrayed him.
Now just stay away from the rest of my customers. You got it?
I intend to cut every farm that'll hire me between here and Canada. So don't get in my way.
Wayne Rogers and Earl Holliman fight for control of an American harvest. He writes for one paper, she writes for another. But they're about to have a collaboration.
I am just dying to have a baby.
And while he tells his story...
From the bedroom to the delivery room. You like it?
You made an announcement like this to the whole city, Mike, before you told me. That's just too much.
She's telling hers.
This whole town is rooting for you guys.
I'll meet you at home in like 20 minutes, okay?
And bedlines are sure to make headlines.
We're pregnant?
Tim Matheson and Margaret Colin have warm hearts, cold feet. You bet he is, 'cause Steve Martin's looking for the perfect brain in the perfect body. And there's no limit to his madness.
We are not murdering. We are resurrecting. She's not drunk. She's dead. Dead? My God, I better get her to a cemetery right away.
Can he transform lovely Kathleen Turner into the woman of his dreams? Yes, if he's the man with two brains. Tommy Lee Jones is a ghetto priest.
I don't want to lose those people. I want to take Jesus Christ directly to them.
Torn between dedication and desire.
We're supposed to touch as many people as possible, but not necessarily with our hands.
Forced to confront all that he's held sacred.
You were my idea of everything a priest should be.
I'm not ashamed of loving you.
I'm not ashamed of loving you. I am ashamed of betraying him.
You mean Christ?
Broken vows. Go to the movies with CBS.
Good evening, this is Debbie Knox. Is Indiana heading for economic disaster if changes aren't...
50,000, I'll forget we even knew each other.
The blackmail.
$50,000.
The deception.
If Lucinda Walsh so much as gets a hint of this thing.
The betrayal.
You don't want the cops to find out why it was worth 10 grand to keep Lansing quiet.
Paying for his past. Weekdays.
Whatever's happening, it's big.
Will you help me?
Let's just try and keep you alive. Control will be dead.
I suggest you put that down.
The Equalizer, Wednesday on CBS.
This is CBS.
Tonight on News 8, Debbie and I will have these stories for you. Governor Orr warns of economic disaster as he pushes his educational package in tonight's State of the State address.
And how did the state's lawmakers, who also happen to be teachers, respond? We'll find out.
Could an amphitheater rise from this field in Pike Township? We'll tell you about the latest effort to find it a home.
In sports, there was just too much of this tonight. That has highlights of the Pacers and the Sixers.
Stan looks beyond our warm-up to a cool-down, a substantial one. Coming next on News 8.
Wendy's presents hot and juicy hamburgers. If you've ever had a dry, chewy hamburger, you're gonna love Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers. Wendy's new big classic, soft Kaiser roll, juicy meat, juicy toppings, and lots of napkins.
Now there's a new taste in town. Wendy's new chili. And it's hot off the range. Thicker, zestier, tastier. Wendy's new chili. Try it today.
Next, ex-good friends go to court.
She didn't want Tommy or Bobby to know that she was paying me to move. She says Tommy would have her committed.
Did you want Tommy to know that you were paying $1,000
Would my son have me committed?
Please don't answer a question with a question.
No, certainly not.
Just answer me.
Certainly not.
Just answer. Not?
No.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on Wish TV.